Good afternoon. My name is Luann, and this is my assistant, Emmy. We're going to do the State Board Permanent Wave. Time allocated on the State Board Permanent Wave at State Board when you get there is 22 minutes. Procedure criteria is sanitize your hands always. You'll prepare your mannequin for service, and if you noticed, we have a double drape, so you'd use a towel, a cape, and a towel. On permanent waves or any chemicals, you have to double towel it. And this would be preparing the mannequin for service. Subsection here, and wrap a minimum of 6 rods. The rods are here, and we've laid out 6 rods. And we will start in the back section of the hair, and we will roll 6 of them. You have 22 minutes in which to complete this. So you've sectioned the hair. Here's where the 6 rods are going to be placed. You'll place the bands in the proper position. Demonstrate saturation on all rods. Demonstrate a test curl. So let me go ahead and demonstrate this. You'll take your subsections. Subsections are within the parts. Here's the parts. And you'll come, you can't have it wider than the rod. So you come and you'll section the hair. Come at once, twice, bring the hair over here. You'll pick up your end paper. You'll place the end paper, and we're using the bookend wrap. That's the most common wrap there is. You have to make sure that these ends are straight, so when State Board pulls that rod, if these ends aren't straight, you're not going to pass. So that's imperative that you make sure that these ends are straight. And once you start rolling, give it a little tug on the papers. That'll straighten it out for sure. Oh, wow. Look at all these breakage. If that happens during State Board, you're going to re-wrap around. You're going to pick up another end paper. You're going to place it, and that's called a single end wrap. And then you're going to complete the roll. When you secure the band, secure it in its place, and then you will complete. Emmy's going to demonstrate the rest on how to roll. If the hair starts to dry out, you'll add water. You pull on the paper a little bit so the hands come out straight. Pull it up. There you go. Go ahead and roll. Hands must be straight. Use a single end wrap because she's got different lengths.
So put it around.
Oh, take your gloves off. You don't need it for this.
Okay.
Come on, make sure the base is all even. You left-handed?
No, but my right hand is hurt right now.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, I'll get that. Go ahead and roll. Got it? Okay. Too big. No. No, go right underneath the roll. There you go.
So, yeah.
Okay, Amy, go ahead and sit down. This is Amy's first time doing a permanent wave for state board. This would not pass state board, and let me tell you why. Remember at the beginning, I told you your subsections had to be the width of the roller. And see how we have these gaps? You could actually fit another roller in here. And for state board, you're only going to do 6. So this is not good for state board. But her timing was excellent. It's 22 minutes and she finished in 12 minutes. So congratulations on your time. And actually this is not bad for the first time. I'll go ahead and re-roll it and I'll show you what it looks like the correct way for state board. So let me just reiterate a few things. You'll section your mannequin off into 9 sections. You're going to be rolling the back for state board. You must roll 6 rods. This is your nape section. This is your back. So you'll do the center of the back for state board. So the first thing I'm going to do for state board is get my table set up. And as you can see, the table's set up. I'm using all these implements and everything. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to lay my tools out. I'm going to double drape the client. And she's already been pre-shampooed. We're going to sanitize. Okay, now we're going to come. Now remember, take the width of the rod. I'm going to make my subsections. Subsections are within the sections and they're called subsections. I'm going to pick up my paper and I am doing the bookend wrap, which is the most commonly used in permanent waving. Make sure that the ends are straight. You'll come across with the band, like so. And always make sure that the hair is wet. If the hair starts to dry out, you have a water bottle, and you'll go ahead and re-wet the hair. Okay, time is up. I'm finished. I'd raise my hand and the inspector would come over to grade. And I was within the time limit. You only get 22 minutes to roll section and roll 6 rods. After you complete rolling the rods, if it was a full perm, you'd use your protective cream completely around the hairline. And this protects it against chemicals. And since we just did it in the back, what we're going to do is wrap the cotton around. And what is this going to do? Say she only wanted a spot perm. Well, this would protect the lotion from going on the hair. And you would use the protective cotton around, secure it underneath the rods, like so. And then this would complete this part of it. You'd raise your hand, the inspector would come over. She's going to take a couple of these rods. She's going to check to make sure no fish hooks. She may take 2, she may take all 6. It depends on the inspector. Straight ends. Once that is complete, you would just go ahead and take your clips and everything out because you may use this mannequin on another state board for hair cutting, you might need to use this mannequin. So if you were going to use this mannequin and didn't have another one, you take out everything in the hair, you discard it in your bag, you'd clean up the station, you'd sanitize with hospital grade EPA all over. You clean it completely, you'd sanitize again, and then the state board would say, okay, we have completed this procedure. Once everybody gets completed on it, and then she'll say, go on to the next one, which is going to be, is the safety criteria, which I just went over. Properly dispose of any waste material, ensure workstation area remains sanitary, which we have done. Ensure draping is maintained throughout the service. Replace contaminated items. Kit remains sanitary. Avoid cross-contamination. So the next one that we'd be doing is blow drying and thermal curling. Once again, time allocated will be 22 minutes.